understand how Kike does an interview like this. And no one said anything about it.
I know. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing. It like just thinking about it makes me laugh. How? How could no one say anything?
Not even comment on it. How is that not a viral meme? Did everyone just say I think we're so used to Kike that we're all just like,
I guess.
Just let him do it, dude. Hopefully this means, for us, we're like, just hopefully this is him transitioning into his Octoberness.
Are we just so used to October Kike that we're like, do whatever you got to do and we're on board?
I mean, he's really off the hinges and I love it so much. It's so good.
I just want somebody to talk Dodgers to me. Or in high school when she would come in my room to wake me up and I did not want to wake up. So she would take my covers off of me and like undo the blinds and I'd be like, get out of my room. Were you like that?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm a morning person. And when I'm done. I want to go to bed. Like my mom said, like when they would put me down, like in my crib, my head would like be what leads my body because I'd be asleep.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like really easy when it comes to that.
I've always been more of a night owl and like to sleep in.
I mean, you know me. I wake up and I'm like, you want to chit chat? You just are like,
give me a few minutes.
Yeah, like Jack, not right now.
I do enjoy my quiet mornings, which I had this morning.
Mm-hmm. Marcel does, which is why he usually takes Maverick on a walk. Which honestly is so good for the soul because when I have to do it in the morning, it's such a nice, peaceful walk. It really is. But like that's my I wake up in peace, I stretch and do my thing. But yeah, he really likes a quiet morning. That's why I stopped going on the walks. We used to get up and do it together, and still we do through the day. But the morning one, I could tell he's like, it's just Sorry, I'm a chit chatter. Okay, the wild card is one game in, and I'm exhausted like it's the end of the World Series.
Oh my gosh, that game.
I wonder if
I'm surprised we have voices today. We were screaming so loud.
I know. I mean, I think, is it the energy that I like put into hoping that they came and showed up? Is that why I'm so drained? Because it's literally game one of the wild card series.
Maybe we just put so much energy into our team doing well that we gave it all to them and they used it. So we need to get it back for ourselves.
Okay, well, don't leave it up to me to bring the energy. No, it was so fun. This is October baseball and this is what it's about.
It's officially October today.
Mm-hmm. I know. I kept like saying October and then I'm like postseason because we were still in September. And we're going to go through November. Well, didn't last year it end in November?
Gosh, I honestly don't remember what day it was.
I think it did because I was like, wow.
Wait, did we figure out when our anniversary is? Me and you?
Not quite yet. Not quite yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because last year, were we in the wild card?
No.
We were buying this week, right? We had to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when the jerseys were coming. Remember yesterday I told you it was like a year that I posted like there, and it was just like it wasn't even the actual dress yet. It hadn't even come in yet.
You know, I didn't realize it was that late in the season.
I mean, I came back and I wasn't really sure if I was going to go that route. And we were doing so much football stuff with Marcel that I was just like, and people begged. And I was like, all right, if they do it, it's coming at right at October. And I knew I would have to push. But I mean, we all know how last October went. It just kept going. And then I gave it to you. And then you were everywhere. And we were just like booming.
I'm like thinking of our text exchange and you just calling me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's just like me. Because I do the same stuff.
Yeah. Well, I needed to figure it out. Like waiting on someone sometimes it's like,
No, I know, but I just remember like my first impression of you was like, wow, she is matching my energy, my drive. She's willing to drive here right now because I told her I was recording, and I was just like,
I know.
really pleasantly surprised and excited.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of me?
It was so easy. I don't know. You were just like, pretty blonde with a good personality, which for me, who was doing something cool, and we were able to talk and like just talk about the business aspect and like the hustle we were putting in. We just connected. And when you're in business and you're bouncing off each other in like what promotion looks like and all that, it's like that's what you want, is to be able to connect with the person, like that's the ideal situation. So, because there's times where you give your address to somebody or you send them, like product or whatever, and nothing really comes of it. And you have to,
True.
It's okay. I mean, it's fine.
This is where it all started.
I know.
So we thought it was fitting to wear sequins today because it makes us feel fabulous.
And we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary
of being friends.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating a wild card win. Because, okay, guys, last night we did a live after the game with Alonzo from Baseball Isn't Boring, which was awesome. But we're going into that. And if someone were to log on, I think they would have wondered if we won or lost.
I know. It was a sucker punch. Our bullpen, that was a sucker punch. Okay. And I know that we were ahead, but it was kind of a sucker punch where you're just like, dude, this is, that's the point, is we see them come out. We were more nervous about the bats not being alive, and so it's like our pitching's there and our starting pitching's there. Our bats are alive. Like all these positive things of feeling like, we want our boys to have the spark going into the postseason. That's what we want. And that's what we've been craving. And we're all like, we know it's in there.
I know.
And they just didn't quite match that energy. And I think it was kind of like, come on, guys.
I know. Okay, before we get into any more, welcome back to Talk Dodgers to Me. I am Melissa Meyer.
I'm Jaclyn Ruiz.
And happy October.
Yes.
Happy postseason baseball.
Best month for us, worst month for Stan, but it's going to be the best month when it's the end.
When we start off the series with a leadoff home run from Shohei, another home run from Shohei, 2 home runs from Teo, a dominant outing from Blake Snell, and a 10-5 win, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Didn't Shohei have a leadoff homer last year too? Because we had the bye, we won the division, and then we played the Padres.
I don't know. I'll have to go back.
I think he hit a leadoff homer off of Dylan Cease.
Okay, well, we're going to have to check that.
Adam, can you fact check that?
Yeah.
I think I'm right about that. And we won the World Series last year, so.
I mean, show. Thank you.
The look on his face, it almost was like, yeah, watch what I can do, but also almost a bit of relief of, we got this. And that just pumped up the whole dugout. I love watching the bullpen guys jump up and down.
When he went back to the dugout and he's like,
oh my gosh, we actually rewinded that and rewatched it for just that moment.
That's not a viral moment right now.
Maybe people missed it. They didn't rewind it like us.
Oh, we're going to have to put it on our stories. Honestly, go look at our stories. If you didn't see it, we're going to repost that because.
Let's tell them about our fun day yesterday.
Well, let's tell them about the first one.
First what?
We went live twice, 2 days in a row.
You're right, we did.
Which actually was really fun. The post-game live is really hard because it's late.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I mean, that 8th inning really dragged. But, the first night we kind of just were working out the kinks and stuff. But I really enjoyed Alonzo's questions.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of made me tap into like what I felt like as a fan. And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, he has a completely different perspective than us. So even, the types of questions he was asking us, I wasn't ready for them, but it was like exciting to think about kind of where his head was at.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like those are the kind of conversations I get into when I'm sitting next to a Dodger fan at like a restaurant or a bar. And those are the conversations I've gotten into with people my whole life. So then it's like at the end, people are like, would, kind of that, wow, you know a lot about baseball. And it's not so much that I'm sitting here spitting out crazy facts. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah. When I start talking and get asked the right questions and I start getting like, I'm thinking about the players and this, it's like, it really gets going. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun conversation with Alonzo. And it was so cool of them to ask us to collab with them on that.
I know.
It really is, just interesting to have another person and how they view the game. And I know he has played baseball and has worked in sports for a while.
Right. But I also know that he had mentioned to you that, through you talking about your loss and how the game has been there for you, like, that's something that he related to and really loved. And like, which is amazing because that's something that we always are trying to make sure that we push is just like how it's more than the game and how there's just so much more that this game brings to people. And so it's so fitting that someone came to us. Like not only is he, under Joe Kelly and we love Joe Kelly and it's just like the whole thing is amazing. I really liked that that's something that made him want to do it even more.
Should I tell the listeners just a little tidbit from my medium reading?
Oh, yeah. We've got to get into your medium reading a little.
Okay. So, as everybody knows, I have quite a number of people in heaven watching out for me. And my sister and I went to see a medium who we've seen before. And I'll say the first time I went in skeptical. But how spot on she was.
Can I ask you, do you have to like fill out a questionnaire or anything like that?
You tell them absolutely nothing.
They don't have social media.
No.
They don't have anything of yours.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, this was the first time I went. It was a referral from my boss at Kennedy Marshall when I worked there.
Wow.
She had an amazing experience, came in the next day and told me all about it and was like, you have to see this woman. Her name is Jessica. So I booked an appointment as quickly as I could. And since then, the first time was in 2019, I believe. I've gone like once a year.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I did one that was really life-changing for me. It was the first time I got to connect with my dad since I was 16. And we let my mom go first and she had time to connect. And like how spot on she was of just saying things, inside jokes, mentioning something from my mom and dad's first date.
Yeah, that's really
I've
cool.
gone back and listened to it many times and I kind of get something different each time. But, starting the podcast, there's so obviously my love of baseball comes from my dad and I have had that connection with him for my whole life. But then when I lost Justin and my aunt in 2023, they are such a part of this for me. And it's like a beautiful thing that I know that they're here and cheering me on and kind of just, they'll always be a part of this for me. But there's another layer of them not being here to see me do this. And
I remember
and
when
all
you told
that.
me that you had like booked it. I was so excited because that's one thing you do say a lot. It's like you feel weird achieving all this and not having them to call or to see it, And I was like, oh man, please let this be something that brings her some sort of relief to that feeling because there's nothing you can do about it. And it's like, and yeah, everything that came of it was so beautiful.
I know you truly, genuinely wanted something to happen for me to feel a type of relief. And I do feel the relief.
Well, you deserve it. Like, geez, you're doing so much and you're working so hard and grief is heavy. It's really heavy. And so,
I think the day to day, it's just like a comfort for me to just know that they're with me and that they were the motivation to start this. But when we do really cool things and I want to call them and I tell them all about it, that's when, the quote of like, success is nothing unless you have people to share it with. I'm lucky to have, my mom and my sister and an amazing family that's here. But yeah, it's really hard and it's something that'll be part of me and navigating my whole life. But the second that we walked into Jessica's house, she felt my aunt's presence. She knew nothing. And how she talked about my aunt and just kind of like this beautiful energy that she has and that she's with us at all times, that she's with my mom and Annie Nini's dog that my mom took in all the time. And I wanted to just share this part because it meant so much to me. But I asked Jessica, because at one point she's like, do you have any questions? And like, that is such a loaded question. Like, and tell me anything, like give me any message that's coming through, like anything. So I was like, I'd love to know what my dad thinks about this and what I'm doing. And she starts laughing, and it's like her channeling them and trying to translate it. Like, just imagine that.
Totally, yeah.
And she's like, well, he's taking credit for this. And I'm laughing, and I'm like, okay, that's fair. You know, he is where my love of baseball comes from. And then she starts laughing, and she's like, okay, he's like heckling you. And I start laughing. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, he's like heckling the team. And that just like made all the sense to me, because I wonder what my dad would think about me being a Dodger fan. So
That's so funny. I know.
because he was a diehard Phillies fan who we're going to face, and that's going to be our toughest competition.
He's like, I'll take credit for it, but like, where'd you go wrong?
But I wouldn't have had it any other way, because
Totally.
he was such a jokester. And that's exactly how I would imagine him feeling. I think he would absolutely love this. And I know that he's proud. But he would be giving me crap about being a Dodger fan, just like Justin.
Yeah.
So that just really gave me so much peace. And just a weight off my shoulders, I guess.
When I got the text and you're like, wow. And I was like, because all morning I was like so emotional because I just wanted it to be good for you. And I'm like, please let it just be something. I even texted Adam and was like, she's in her medium. Let's just like pray that something really good comes, you know? And it's like, because so no, that's amazing. It makes me want to do it, but I genuinely don't really, you know, Marcel lost his nephew, and I would think that that would be someone where it's such a tragic death that it would be fun to hear from Vinny, and I could see why they would want to, you know, but for me, it's not even that I don't want, I mean, yeah, I'd love to hear from my grandpa or my grandma and like, you know, my uncle and all that. But at the same time, I don't know. I guess I know they are looking down on me and all the things. And I'm just, cause it's like, who doesn't? But I'm like, I don't know if I need it, which is an interesting feeling. You know, I want it, but I don't know if I would need it. And I know that you just needed it. You needed something.
Yeah. And I think you'll know when you're ready, because I had been thinking about it for years. You know, people have said you should go to a medium. We had a woman that lived behind us growing up who kind of learned that she had this gift, and she started doing it. So it was always kind of in my head, but I was not ready until I was ready. And for this one in particular, you know, my aunt, I lost her so unexpectedly that there's just so many questions and sadness around that I don't know, needed to know that she's at peace. And that's exactly what Jessica conveyed. And so I walked out of there feeling a relief.
Good.
I really did.
Good. Just in time for the playoffs, which is amazing. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll give us more nuggets as they unfold. She did say Justin is in the studio with us sometimes. So.
She did.
And you want to know what's really funny? And when I opened up the little thing right here and I opened up the rally towels, the ticket with his picture on it came out. And I'm like, oh, hey, Justin. Oh, man. Okay, well, so yesterday, let's just start it off. Joe Kelly.
Mariachi Joe in the mariachi jacket.
I know.
Throwing out the first pitch. How perfect.
I know, but apparently it was so tight on him and it's so tight on his shoulders that his son was really mad at him for bouncing it. And he was like, I'm sorry, it's hard to get
I wasn't
my
going to
arm.
say anything.
And
is that why?
Because it was hard for him to really do it.
Because it was so tight. Because he did throw it kind of funny.
Yeah, and it's because the like.
Okay.
And so his wife,
Ashley,
she posted it and she was like, oh my gosh, our son. I think that was the first moment he wasn't proud of his dad. Yeah.
Because he bounced it?
Because he bounced it.
Oh
Then, but she's like, we took the jacket off and like there's literally bruises and indents because of how tight it is on the seam on his shoulder. I was like, could we not have gotten a better custom one? Like, like what the heck?
Hey,
And,
we need to size up for Joe.
Yeah. And then I guess he wore both his World Series rings.
Yes, I saw that.
So he was trying not to have those fly off as well. So like, But like so him, because like, did we really think he was gonna come in and take this pitch seriously and like fire it in?
I kind of wanted him to like use it as like, hey, maybe you should put me in the bullpen.
I mean, was I not begging for him?
Jaclyn was saying at one point during the game, like, hey, Joe's in the stadium.
I'm like, is Joe still here? Because like, can you just have him come down? No, but I thought that was really funny. But yeah, he bounced it, and his son gave him crap, but it's just. She also said, like, when he walked out and the fans and everything, like, she's like, I just get so emotional on how much these fans love Joe. And we do. We love him so much. Like, honestly, Stan gave him a big hug before he took the mound. Yeah.
I haven't even gotten to, like, watch all the BTS videos, which I normally do.
Yeah.
So I'll do that later, maybe today.
Yeah.
Of all that stuff. But, yeah, I mean, gosh, he is a fan favorite. Well, we had fun during the game. We did our nails.
Yes.
We got sent these Glamnetic nails, Dodger nails. So
they're Dodger themed. They've got LA's.
Put them on. Oh, missing one.
Yeah.
But they're really cute.
They're really fun. And especially if you do like long nails like this, like I think this would be your vibe. I would be down if they came out with like a square, shorter version and stuff.
They look really cute with the top.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we did that yesterday, but a little tricky. That glue is really sticky. You're like stuck to it. And I was like, oh man.
Jaclyn came over and we watched the game together. We were jumping up and down. From the moment the game started.
I know. It was fun. I brought pumpkins. We started painting them. Maybe we'll get to the rest of them. Our ADD together is out of control.
I know.
But yeah, I think yesterday was so fun to be together and do all the things and watch the game. And man, did our boys show up.
I know.
Snell.
I know. And we were really talking about with Alonso where our nerves were. And like, yes, we've now understood that the bullpen is struggling and that's been really tough. But we were more nervous about the bats not coming alive. Mm-hmm. So knowing that the moment we needed to get a hit, we did when the game started. And that's how we started off the series. Mm-hmm. I'm really happy.
I know. I mean, we do better when we score first and we come out the gate just like whether they score two or not, we do better when we score first. Mm-hmm. And they did.
And did we score first?
And
Homer, hit.
Honestly, we did so consistently good with that I didn't even notice certain people who actually hit were like 0-4s. Like Andy. Max and Pajes.
Mm-hmm. Everyone else got a hit. Mm-hmm. Even Alex Call. When he came into the game.
I told you, I think he's going to be weirdly consistent.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I think Andy and Max are going to step it up today.
Oh, yeah.
But you could tell the look on their faces. Mm-hmm. And actually, you called it. You called when we were talking to Alonso on the live the night before. You felt like Teo was starting to heat up and that he was going to be the player of the game.
And just shy of Snell and Ohtani, he was.
That Teo smile. Oh, my gosh.
I know. And I just love when he's smiling and then he's even smiling bigger to throw sunflower seeds on someone else. And it's like, I swear, they all are just like, we just got to get Mook smiling and we're...
He was smiling in that dugout.
I know.
I thought he did pretty well. I think he went 2 for 4 yesterday. What did you call it? Oh, a watermelon.
Well, yeah, a watermelon. Which you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. No, because I mean, in softball, like when a ball is just so big, it's just like, it looks like the size of a watermelon. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you just smash it. And Teo did that. Like, he didn't even have to, like, you could just tell he was like, because all of us were kind of like, oh, yeah. And then just, like, everyone knew it. Didn't you get that feeling when you watched it and all of a sudden you're like, oh.
Yeah. When you heard the sound and him just drop his arms and look at it.
Yeah, it was before the sound, though. I swear, even for me, that ball was just like, like, got so big.
And Hunter Green is a really good pitcher, but
I'm telling you that
we got him yesterday.
I really think it was the fact that he's just young. He has so much in him. Mm-hmm. He's going to be, I mean, for years to come, he's going to be an amazing person people talk about.
And he even had a moment on the mound the night before. Did you see that? That he went and stood on the mound and, I don't know, prayed or did something just to get himself ready for the game.
Like Dodger Stadium mound?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a win at Dodger Stadium yet.
Not yet. I don't know. I kind of feel like you're from the other team. I don't need you to come here and be one with it.
No.
Like, get off the mound.
He did everything he could to, be prepared and be ready. But
yeah,
listen, our offense was heating up.
Honestly, he probably feels so crappy. Like, did I just do that?
He only went 3 innings. Blake Snell was outstanding.
Wow.
This is exactly what he wanted. He's been wanting to be a Dodger. He wants a World Series. He wants playoff baseball, and he followed through with everything he said.
I haven't felt confidence with a pitcher like Snell in like a really long time, from start to finish.
And people were questioning why he was our game 1 starter and not Yamamoto.
But doesn't he do really well against the Reds?
He had a no-hitter last season, and it was against the Reds.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like so impressed by him and just so excited. Mm-hmm. I just love it because it's like you start to see different parts of these players come alive. And this is the best part. That's why it's like even watching all the games yesterday, like we have to, because it's like, one, it's good baseball. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I kind of want to see who's on fire.
We had like 3 laptops plus the TV going so we could see everything that was going on because the Yankee and Red Sox game was ending. We were keeping track of the Padres and the Cubs, and then our game was starting.
I know. There was so much going on. I know. Man.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So Cubs won. Padres lost. Yankees lost. Red Sox won. Detroit won, right?
Detroit won.
And Dodgers. Is that it? Am I missing any?
I don't think so. I wish we had our bracket up.
I know. That was fun to have.
I know. I still want to do it better.
And so today we got Yamamoto, which I'm feeling very confident in.
I know.
I feel like it's going to be, I know yesterday I'm like, maybe they'll just keep him in if he has a low pitch count and let him just take the game. We'll see. Maybe that could happen. But you know what? I think he'll probably go 7 and then Emmett Sheehan. And if he's doing well in the 8th, they'll probably bring him back for the 9th.
So let's talk about our bullpen really quick because there's so many different things that go on. And like a part of me feels like, is there such a structure that we like, can we bring in Vesia? And it's like, if Vesia doesn't do well, like, do we have to always go so deep? Like, I don't know.
Well, I listened to Dodger Talk on my way here, and David Vassegh kept correcting people when they were calling in and talking about the bullpen. And he's like, stop saying the bullpen. You can't group all of them in. There were 2 guys that had a bad outing yesterday. But Jack Dreyer and Blake Trinan pitched really well.
Yeah.
So Vesia he didn't come out strong. Maybe he needed another Red Bull.
Yeah.
He didn't have it.
Mm-mm.
And then Henriquez came in and he didn't have it worse than Vesia.
I'm going to go back and look at Vesia's pitching because I think I was like glue deep in this situation that I don't really remember watching him being like, get Vesia out of here. Did I blink? Like, when did
I wrote it in my phone, but it took us 59 pitches to get 3 outs. Isn't that crazy?
That 8th was brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal. It was like I was at a T-ball game and they have to let that kid finish the inning because they're like learning and you're like, get him out, please. Yeah, that was so brutal.
Thank God we had such a big lead because we gave them runs.
Yeah, I know. That's what everyone was saying.
It should have stayed 10-2, but we gave them runs.
I talked to Kevin Wong and he was like, we couldn't hit. I guess Hunter Green, they weren't really hitting. Not that we, like Cincinnati.
The Reds.
Yeah. Because, he's good friends with Hunter Green, so he's like fully rooting for them, which I get it, whatever.
What? No.
I know.
Then you're not a Dodger fan.
I mean, whatever.
He was a Dodger fan all season, and now in the playoffs, he's turning to a Reds fan?
No, he's just a Hunter Green fan.
Sorry, Kevin Wong. I have some words for you when I see you next.
Sorry, Kevin.
That's crazy.
Tame her. I mean, whatever. Let people do what they're going to do. But
he'll be a Dodger fan once we win today, I bet.
Well, I don't think he's not a Dodger fan. I just think it's in his industry. He's like friends with everybody. But we were laughing and he was like, well, honestly, like they just didn't hit. He said that like Hunter Green had an issue with his pitch comm. And I was like, there's always issues with pitch comm. So like, give me another excuse because there's always connective issues. There's always something. So
well, also when it's so loud at the stadium, and it did seem like Dodger Stadium was rocking until the 8th inning when it seemed just depleted and pretty silent.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure it's hard to hear when it's so loud. I mean, at one point, the broadcasters were like, wow, it's shaking here.
I know.
Which is amazing. And I'm so glad. And I can't wait to go to a postseason game.
It's so interesting. How do the listeners feel about the broadcasters not being anyone we recognize?
I know we missed our guys yesterday.
I guess one of them is the Cubs announcer.
Oh.
Or broadcaster. What was his name, Adam?
Boog Shambi.
Boog Shambi.
Do you like him?
I love Boog.
But he did say, like, I could tell, I could see why he's, like, hard to grow on people. Like, he is kind of.
Boog used to do games for ESPN regularly. He was employed by ESPN. He also does the ESPN Sunday night radio broadcast. He is the Cubs play-by-play guy. Boog is an acquired taste. I love Boog, and I love his partner, JD. Not the biggest fan of Doug Glanville, but he's fine. He's a nice guy.
I mean, I like the personal stories and kind of learning, and Steven and Oral and Joe and our guys, they talk to our guys, so they have so much to share. That's what I was missing. It was really just kind of like straightforward baseball, and I like kind of the color of learning the other stuff that happens. So,
which I didn't really dislike them. I just didn't feel familiar with them. So I kind of like, their talking almost just was like white noise in the back for me. But
national versus regional broadcast.
Okay,
well, it's for the whole nation, not just for you guys.
And his name's Boog.
Boog.
Boob.
Boog. Like booger. Boog.
Is that his nickname?
That is his nickname.
What's his name?
Is John.
You know,
oh my God.
B-O-O-G.
B-O-O-G. He looks like
for
a guy
Halloween.
named
He
Boog
should have
Powell, who used to play for the Orioles. So that's how he got his name. Is Boog Shambi.
Oh.
Boog Powell was a redhead, a little bit of a stockier guy. Boog Shambi is also a redhead, stockier guy. And
wow.
People started calling him Boog.
Just because it was, I like the personal stuff, but no matter who's playing, I like to hear that. I would like to hear that about the Reds too. So that was the only thing that like I like when I listen to any game, just learning about the people we're watching, no matter what team they're on. So yeah, that's what I was missing.
Okay, well, we're stuck with Boog one more day. I have a great T-shirt idea for him for October specifically.
Okay,
I'll tell you later.
All right, what else do you want to say about the game? Or about watching it together?
Okay, let me go through everybody. Freddie, I mean, amazing. Their pregame tunnel outfits. I feel like the playoffs, they really get into it.
Yes, we did enjoy seeing their
I think
their arrival fits.
And maybe we'll like highlight that a little.
We
through
should,
the
because
postseason.
They were all on point.
Well, the postseason, like 100%, they are stepping it up. Miggy dyed his hair blonde,
which he had blonde hair last year, and we won the World Series, so love it. I think Kike is not cutting his hair yet.
Don't love that. Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead, because you're really like, how
I don't understand how Kike does an interview like this. And no one said anything about it.
I know. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing. It like just thinking about it makes me laugh. How could no one say anything?
Not even comment on it. How is that not a viral meme? Did everyone just say like I think we're so used to Kike that we're all just like,
I guess
just let him do it, dude. Hopefully this means for us, we're like, just hopefully this is him transitioning into his Octoberness.
Are we just so used to October Kike that we're like, do whatever you got to do and we're on board?
I mean, he's really off the hinges and I love it so much. It's so good.
I was a little nervous because they took him out of the game yesterday, but all is good. He's playing today.
They're very quiet with how they do that stuff because I wasn't even paying attention. They like just snuck him out.
Tommy's kind of nursing an ankle injury.
I know.
Which
I
makes
saw
me
that.
nervous. So they're being really careful with him. But Tommy Homer, oh my gosh, the back-to-back.
Teo's bat flip. That was a good one. Man.
I would have loved to be amongst the crowd at Dodger Stadium when Tommy hit that second homer right after. They must have just been going crazy. I mean, we were. I'm like, sorry, neighbors.
All right. Well, we've got today. Mm-hmm. We're hoping we can close this out. Mm-hmm. And then
I'm feeling very confident
next?
about you. About
me. Thank you.
Always confident
Guys,
about you.
we're a little brain dead right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. We've been, it was a lot, but I don't know. I don't think there's much to say. I think our boys are playing really well. I think we should be really happy about that. I was really impressed how they came out. They came out strong. They look like they all have that little thing in their eye where I'm like down. We got a little things to tweak, and I think we'll be okay. I mean, I really do have an amazing pitching roster.
We do.
We really do.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good about our
You know,
starting
and
pitching.
Alonso made a good point. Like he said, like, I think I had to think about it. Like Dave Roberts stuck with his normal plan because he's got to make sure that his bullpen knows that he has confidence in them. Mm-hmm. And when I thought about it that way, it was like, you're right. Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, all of a sudden we reach this and it's just like, you know, he had to make the cuts that he did and didn't put certain people on the roster. And like, you know, and you do what you got to do. And I get it. But in this sense, I kind of was like, yeah, you're right.
But
Like,
also in that situation, we're up by so much. Those are the guys you put in.
I know.
When you have a little bit of leeway because you want to save the other guys. So
I mean, you really didn't know that was I know we all say like we've been watching this happen time after time, but like I don't think any of us could have predicted that.
of course. And
Like,
if it goes really well, then we're praising everyone and our bullpen is amazing, but it didn't.
No.
And so it was like the same story that we've seen for the last couple of months. And
Really
Dodger
bad.
fans are already so frustrated.
Really bad rerun.
But we'll see what happens today. I just think they're going to get creative. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to seeing who comes out of the bullpen.
I know. I like really want to go tonight. If anybody finds or has an extra rally towel,
Oh, yeah.
just slide into our DMs. You know, I always like to, you can always find one on the floor. What?
Find one somewhere.
I'm not kidding. Last season, if someone went, I was like, dude, if you see an extra rally towel, grab it. I
know. I like them. I really like them this year.
They're just fun to have. It's just like, it means it's October baseball. Mm-hmm. And we're just like, the more you collect, the more we're winning.
I know.
So,
And we're definitely going to be doing more lives. So just stay tuned with our social media. We'll let you guys know. But
Right.
it's been really fun to connect with you guys. Even when we went live on TikTok yesterday for a little bit, just like responding to your comments.
yeah. And we're going to do more of those. You know, we did this with Alonso and the baseball isn't boring. And there was some technical difficulties. It didn't push, I don't think, to our Instagram the same way. So we're sorry for everyone who was waiting for us to go live. But we're going to do more. And
We just want to talk to you guys and keep you involved and see how you're feeling. So just keep messaging us. Let us know what you want to hear from us.
Yeah.
And
no, definitely.
let's go back to back, guys.
You mean games or the
World Series champs.
We're also going to be doing a giveaway soon. So stay tuned for that. And we're definitely going to try to plan a watch party. So guys, we have a lot of really fun things. I think it's time to just connect with everyone. They've been asking for it. So let's get the little Talk Dodgers to Me crew and go watch a game.
I know. That'll be so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you feel like in years past, I remember feeling like it doesn't seem like they want it. Like there wasn't any fire in those years that we got, bounced out really quickly. I have no doubt that they want this really bad. Mm-hmm. And that's a really good feeling as a fan.
I mean, there's, like I've said it always. At some point in playoffs, you have to let go of it. And just if they don't want it and they're not showing it, I have to admit that. And I've done that a lot of years. But yeah, I don't feel that way yet. But you just don't know until you start. until it's October baseball and you see how these guys are stepping on that field, you really don't know. And yesterday, wow, that made me so excited. They really did instill so much confidence. Like everything I thought my gut and my heart feels, like they're really making it come true.
What do you think Tito, the Reds manager, is saying to his team today?
I mean, I'm sure it's a new game. I heard that
Gavin Lux only had one at bat in the ninth inning.
Why would they keep their only veteran out?
Because of the matchup with the pitcher, but he'll be in today.
I mean, but one player isn't going to bring what
I know, but
happening.
he's the player with postseason experience.
Yeah, but one player isn't going to do it. If that's the case, then that's rude.
He played for us, so he knows our team so well and our pitching staff.
Are you rooting for Gavin Lux now?
No, I was just wondering.
Just kidding. No, I know.
And thinking about what's going to be different from the Reds today.
Yeah,
I think their
definitely Gavin
manager
Lux.
seems like such a sweetheart.
Well, I did hear them call themselves the cockroaches. That they
What?
say that.
What do you mean?
I'm so tired. This is so great. Yeah, they call themselves the cockroaches because they basically are saying like we just don't die, like they don't give up and they don't die.
Oh, gross.
So, la cucarachas, you're out. No, I don't know. I'm sure he's just. I mean, every baseball player, it's like it's a new game, it's a new day. Move on. We're here for a reason. Like that's the same kind of talk, but
True.
if I was a Reds fan, I would probably be feeling like maybe it's true. They are just young and they're not going to, I mean, if they make it past us, like, you know what I'm saying?
Not happening.
It's
Should we
not,
do our
yeah.
player of the week?
Sure.
Or is it player of the game?
I know. I'm going to go with just player of the game right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Snell.
Zilla. And then Teo. And then Shohei.
Yeah, and then Show.
Love
then
it.
Mookie. Pages, you're out right now.
Pajes and Muncy are going to come back today.
Yeah, I know. Pages,
Muncy, Homer. First at bat.
I'm not talking bad about Mookie. I think he's amazing, but I just know there's something else. And when it starts to happen, I'm going to look at everyone and be like,
You know what? How you felt about Teo? Because he was starting to heat up the last couple games before the postseason started. That's kind of Mookie right now.
Okay.
He's showing us a little. He started us yesterday, got a couple hits, so we know that he's going. Oh.
I know, but I want that like on first base. Like, I want that one.
We're getting that today.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As long as it's happening.
We're getting Mookie magic today.
She said it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Who do you think's going to win the other series?
I don't know.
I'm going to guess the Yankees are going to win today. They're going to have a game 3. I think the Cubs are going to beat the Padres. Actually, what's the score, Adam? Or are you waiting till later to watch?
They're not on yet.
Oh, they're not? I thought they were on early.
No, it's Detroit first.
Detroit and Cleveland are knotted up at 1-1 in the 4th. Cubs don't start for another half hour.
Oh, okay. I think Detroit's going to win. The Cubs are going to win. The Red Sox are going to win. Dodgers are going to win. Is that everyone?
You said Cubs are going to win?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, you think they're going to knock San Diego out today?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Dang. How do you think the Cubs will do against Milwaukee? Adam? Sorry to bug you,
were asking
producer.
her.
Well,
Sorry.
I was, but
I know. You looked at me and said, Adam.
How do we think they'll do against Milwaukee?
I'm the eternal pessimist about the Cubs.
I know.
I don't think they're going to win anything. I do like how this...
Is that like a defense mechanism? Like if you tell yourself they suck and then they're good, you're like, woohoo. But if they suck, then you're like, I knew it.
No.
But you were saying that when they won and they were already in the postseason, even before us. Like, you're like, they suck. And we're like, no, they don't suck.
Yeah, they do. I like how the playoff bracket lined up for the Cubs. If they are going to do anything, this works. Playing San Diego, having San Diego come to Chicago, and then Milwaukee, a team they're very familiar with, and given Milwaukee's struggles in the past, the Cubs are maybe a little bit better constructed for a postseason run than Milwaukee is, in my personal opinion. And then having the Dodgers have to face the Phillies. It just lines up really well for the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they're good enough to make it to the World Series.
There was a player on the Cubs that had a press conference and it made me cry because he was crying, and it was the sweetest thing. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
He said that, I guess this is his first time going to the postseason, but he's played for many, many years. And he grew up in Chicago. His grandfather was like the biggest Cubs fan ever. And he said that like the best day of his grandfather's life was being at one of the World Series games where they won in 2016. They won, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was just getting emotional of like his journey and being here. And it was just really sweet. And you have to remember how big this is for these players too. Like how big of a moment and like pride. And it was really nice for him to like feel really proud of himself. It made me teary.
Yeah.
Back to your question. The Brewers have been a better team all year, except for the first couple months of the season. But the Brewers' brand of baseball, well, I like it a lot. I like the style of play. It's much harder to do in the postseason. Their style of play works really well in the regular season.
Can you elaborate on the style?
Style meaning hit and run, running the stealing a lot of bases. Their pitching stuff is good, you talk about postseason baseball, defense and pitching. Now, the Brewers are good at everything. They're pretty good at everything, but their offense is more predicated on, old-timey baseball, singles, doubles, moving guys over, stuff like that. They're not so home run dependent, whereas teams like the Dodgers, the Cubs, they're a little bit more home run dependent. In this era of baseball, that lends itself to better postseason success.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
Do you have any predictions for the next round or World Series winner?
I think the Dodgers-Phillies series is the World Series.
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely going to be our toughest.
Yeah, but that's baseball.
But they also get those 5 days off.
Yeah, but
which has not done them well in the past.
I don't think that's going to help them.
No, I don't think it's going to help them either. I think the Wildcard series and having to play and continue the momentum is going to be good for us. We also didn't talk about our thoughts about the roster. And when Adam was talking about, the postseason is about pitching and defense, which is really true, they chose Justin Dean to play center, which I was very confused why he was on the roster. And I didn't think he was that great defensively when he came up and played in some games for us this season. And he had a catch that could have been that storybook ending catch that you were talking about yesterday on the live, but he missed it, and it was a little embarrassing. And I was just wondering why they chose him.
I'm not invested in Justin Dean, whether he's...
Yeah, why did he get a spot?
Well, I know, but I don't think I'm invested enough to care that much. We're just in the wild card series. He took Conforto, or is it they put Kike over Conforto? So who did Justin replace on the lineup that you would have wanted for this particular series?
Well, even why they have 3 catchers on the wild card roster. I was just interested in. Also, it's funny that we're all complaining about why Conforto is in the lineup, but then he doesn't get put on the wild card roster, and everyone's like, "But where's Conforto?"
Yeah, I don't know. I guess for me, I'm like, there's enough, like I said yesterday, there's enough consistency of players that I need on there that none of the guys on or off are, to me, it's interchangeable. To me, at this point, it's any of their games because they all kind of have dropped the ball and have been a little embarrassing. So it's fine, let's see who wants to step up now.
Yeah. And again, if he did make that catch, then it's oh, wow.
Yeah, that catch was dude.
They knew that he was going to do something magical.
I know.
But when it doesn't work, we question everything. And even yesterday, we're on the live and we're downers about the whole game. We're doing exactly what we're the media, they're only going to focus on the bullpen.
I know.
We're doing that too. So we even said to each other today to walk in knowing we won the game.
I know, which we changed it. We changed our tune a little, but I'm sorry. It really was a sucker punch. There was a lot of emotion and it was a sucker punch when it came to our bullpen. And
it's just because it was the same thing that we've now seen and we're tired of our starting pitching being so strong and getting us through 7 innings and then our bullpen blowing leads.
It just scares me because when our lead is only, like I said, 3-1, which it's October baseball. We can't expect to think that it's going to be 8-0.
I know, but
I don't
we
care
need
how
our
good we
offense
are.
to be firing now like crazy every game.
Right, but I'm saying in October, they're not going to be 8-0 games all the time. And so that's what the scary part is. If our bullpen comes in and does that on a 3-1 lead, like what? We've been watching it happen too much. So
I know, but we weren't just hitting home runs yesterday. We were getting hits and moving them over, and one of their players, Marte, overthrew and threw it into the Dodgers dugout. We got a run that way. So, we're still...
Yeah, they're chipping away. I like it. Even after those innings, they came back and we got to 10, So, our bats are alive. I thought they did well. We were tired yesterday. I'm tired now. Oh my gosh. Stan, I get it.
I know. But I also now, I can't wait for 6:08 for the game to start.
I love that it's 6:08.
So specific.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for everything.
We're counting down the minutes and seconds until game 2 starts.
And go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.